All right there, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? This is Douglas Ford coming to you out of my home here out of Houston, Texas. And upon your request of wanting to get more information, this is just going to serve as a brief overview. But definitely want to get back in contact with the person that put this information in front of you and just give us a yay or nay, because we're really only looking to connect with strategic partners as we're growing and creating this network effect, taking this digital wallet and utility and technology all around the world. So with that being said, I'm going to move myself out of the way. That way you'll be able to see all the information, and I'll just jet through this as quickly as possible. Okay, let me take my video off. And like we like to say, we are off. Digital wallets, folks, are the new bank branches. Okay, digital wallets provide owners, prosumers, passive revenue for money services. It is literally today's modern day gold rush. And companies are connecting digital wallets all over the world, generating revenue hand over fist. Many of these household name companies that we are familiar with, but they are just digital wallet institutions as well. But we're only participating as a consumer. So the $32 billion that PayPal is generating, that money is coming in through the network effect of all of us that have a PayPal digital wallet. Right now, it's right around 432 million of us. But folks, with the transactions that we do becoming consumers with their digital wallet, we're generating them 32 billion in revenue, but that money is only going to the owners, okay? So what we're gonna be sharing with you is how we're gonna be going from a consumer to a prosumer, where you're going to be in the revenue sharing position. Many people are familiar with profit sharing. Profit sharing is only when you're at the back of the line, and that's only with permission, okay, that they pay out profit sharing. But profit sharing is after they paid all expenses, and then what's left over is profit sharing. When you are in the revenue sharing position, you're at the front of the line. So you're catching all the headwind from all transactions, okay, as the network effect is scaling there after you. The revenue is not just coming to company, it's coming to us all over the world as revenue sharing owners as we grow this global network, folks. So here you are in the revenue sharing position, okay? And so as I said before, with PayPal, we're the ones that are creating the network effect, okay? But the revenue is only going to the owners. We're only participating as a consumer. With the 16 billion that we are bringing to Cash App with the transactions that we do, it's only benefiting Cash App, okay? But we're the ones that are creating the network effect by everyone connecting, becoming a digital wallet holder with Cash App. It's right around like 50-something million of us that's generating 16 billion. But with this operation, folks, called MOSCA, what MOSCA stands for My Own Strategic Capital Alliance, okay? It's about us becoming your own bank and perpetual residual revenue at scale to the leaders and others, with everyone just executing a one-time action, but it's gonna have the transactions of this network effect, folks, coming to us as opposed to just the company, okay? Pretty powerful. I want to play a real quick video here that's going to give us a 30,000 foot view of just what MOSCA is all about. Then I'm going to come back and sort of color between the lines for us a little bit more.
A breakthrough in financial technology is offering a unique chance to earn predictable residual income. Early adopters are already benefiting from a next-gen digital wallet that combines seamless global money transfers with a powerful reward system. So here's how you can benefit. Global transfers in seconds. Send or receive money anywhere in the world instantly, faster and more reliable than PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. Earn from transactions so you can receive a portion of transaction fees every time the wallet is used. Unlimited referral earnings. Share the platform and earn continuously from the activity of those you refer. Residual income at scale. As the platform grows, well, so does your earning potential, creating a long-term scalable opportunity. And this isn't hype. What this is an opportunity to position yourself early, much like the pioneers billionaires of Uber, Amazon, and Google. So send a thumbs up or more info to the person that sent you this message for an invitation to our Telegram and Facebook inner circle to get more clarity and details. You'll be glad you did.
What we're simply doing is we're unleashing the power of peer-to-peer funding. And we've designed it in such a way where it's 100% mutually beneficial for everyone that gets involved. I didn't say 99%. We're talking about 100% mutual benefit. Every line of code, every I was dotted, every T was crossed with that mission in mind. I want you guys to take a look at this screen as you're looking at all these colors and the people looking at their smartphones. This is literally what we're looking to bring to planet Earth today. I want you to imagine a world where everyone's their own bank. And throughout the day, you are literally refreshing your screen because you have a raging river of daily deposits hitting your smartphone. We all know that money's not free, but based on what we've been able to put together in this enterprise, money can be freed. And I'm going to share with you guys how that's done.
Absolutely, folks. So I just want to make it clear that Mosca, we are not a bank, but we do behave like one. What we are is that we are a decentralized fintech revenue sharing cooperative, okay, that allows us to receive just like banks, folks. Please understand, I want you to understand why I say that. Because banks are just buildings that house digital wallets, nothing more, nothing less, okay? And so they're just doing their network effect internally. But it's us. We have a digital wallet with Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, all these financial institutions. If you think about, for those that used to go to the bank, when we were talking to the teller, all that teller was doing was just typing in digits into our digital wallet, okay? And so, folks, we're being able to do the same to whereas we are connecting digital wallets all over the world with this particular platform, doing the plumbing, if you would. The recipient of that is that we scale and residual cash flow with all transactions that take place all throughout the ecosystem. So I want you to imagine a world where everyone behaved like a bank. And throughout the day, you and your closest friends are refreshing your screens because you have a raging river of cash being deposited into your own self-custody wallet that covers your daily, monthly living expenses and operating expenses, where this thing is not based on fantasy, folks. It's math, it's automation, and financial technology. And as a cooperative revenue sharing owner of the platform, we can liberate the flow of needed funding worldwide by simply becoming a channel through which money can naturally flow and scale from everybody just doing a one-time prompt. I like to call it a one-time action. So there's two different ways in how we can receive money. One is as a citizen's owner and also an enterprise owner. But I want you to understand, every single time a Mosca digital asset is acquired, connected, 10 member owners, revenue sharing owners, instantly receive a monthly residual deposit. 4 member owners, revenue sharing owners, instantly receive $25 global connection bonuses. 2 member owners instantly receive 0.25% of transaction fee commissions. The value of the global network instantly increases for all members as revenue sharing owners, okay? So our success, folks, is connected all along the way. Your inviter scales the second you go active. Now, everybody's doing a one-time out of pocket. Not going to be sharing that information. We want to get you to another overview, a live overview, where you can see this thing a second or even a third time, because many times it takes, 2 or 3 times to really see this, because it's going to sound too good to be true. But let me tell you, okay, it's better than what it sounds, okay? We want people to understand, if this did not function as advertised, it would have never been put in front of you, okay? So watch this. So everyone's going to be inviting at least 3 minimum to connect. Now, I'm going to be sharing this as if everyone's doing it within 24 hours, doing this one-time prompt. So when you get connected instantly, your inviter is going to receive, plus everyone else that was in line previously, they're going to receive a residual deposit directly deposited to their own self-custody wallet. But understand, the only person that invited you was your inviter. Are you seeing why everyone's constantly receiving, but not receiving doing any constant work, receiving passively? Because there again, everyone coming on board as a leader is only going to be doing a one-time prompt, and then also inviting 3 to do the same. Now watch this. As your 3 partners that you invite do the exact same, okay, it's going to total to you receiving $32 in residual income and also $25 in Global Connect bonuses, totaling to $75, which is bringing to your self-custody wallet $107 between residuals and connection bonuses. And guess what? You are done. This is the part I really want you to really get. I want you to pay attention to how many times I come back to you or anyone to do any more work or to invite any more others or to do anything else, but watch how your money constantly increases. This is why we call this thing an income escalator. Because an escalator, as everyone gets on it, okay, it serves everyone as we get on it. It takes everyone up through automation without anybody having to lift their feet or bend their knees. So watch this. Your 3 partners are doing the exact same one time. They receiving the exact same way. Guess what? They're done. So they receive the exact same monies as you did, doing the one-time prompt as well. But look what happened. Also, it scaled you up the escalator on autopilot, bringing you another $225 in Global Connect bonuses and scaling you from $32 residually to $38 coming on a residual basis, bringing to your own self-custody wallet in total in day 2 to $231, and you had nothing to do with those connections. Pay attention to how many times I come back to the partners that you invited to do any more work, and watch how you and them constantly go up the income escalator all along the way on autopilot. Keep in mind, your inviter is also scaling too. So is their inviter simultaneously as everyone's receiving. So these guys here in day 3 do the exact same one time. Look what happens. They're done. As they were doing the one-time action, they received, but instantly and simultaneously, money was also being paid out again to everybody else that was in line previously. Notice how we don't stop receiving, but it's not just the person that invited you that's benefiting. Everyone's benefiting predictably in the same manner. This brings another $708 to your own self-custody wallet in total. Now, money is coming to you in between these amounts. I'm just giving you the amounts to a mathematical certainty. Everybody doing the one-time action and everybody doing within 24 hours. So these guys here doing in their first 24 hours, guess what? They're done. But look what it does to everybody else that was in line previously. Are you seeing all of us scaling, or are you only just seeing you at the top, or who started this, okay, before others came in line after you, okay? Are you only seeing yourself succeed, or are you seeing everyone? See, folks, this is what makes this thing, okay, sustainable, because it's everybody winning concurrently, okay? You haven't heard me come back to the partners that invited them to do anything else. You haven't heard me come back to the partners who invited them to do anything else. You haven't heard me come back to you who only invited these partners, okay? You haven't done any more work, okay? But yet everyone's income is scaling, even your inviter. And I haven't come back to them to do anything else either. Make sense? So this brings you another $2,126 and you're only 4 days in. Totaling in 4 days, $3,172. We're only talking about everyone doing a one-time prompt and just it being duplicated, okay, with leaders also doing a one-time prompt. So we're not looking for every Tom, Dick, and Harry, okay? We're looking for people that say, hey, I want to get on the other side of residual cash flow, and if all I have to do is just a one-time action and have that duplicated, okay? And understand, the results are going to be coming to us all along the way, so that's going to be the social proof through this thing functioning as advertised. Because if the money was not coming to your inviter, and it was not coming to your inviter's inviter, and it wasn't coming to you or your partners as advertised, this thing would be a hoax. But folks, it functions as advertised. So as this thing replicates and duplicates, look what takes place. Now we're given just 8 days in this theoretical, okay? So this is 8 days. Now, if some of us, let's say we were going slower, let's say everybody was taking 48 hours to do the one-time execution. Well, that would be 16 days instead of 8 days. Let's say everybody was taking a week, okay? Where you took a week, they took a week, they took a week, they took a week, a week, a week, a week, a week. Folks, you'll be at $6,855 in residual income 8 weeks from today. While your partners, it'll be their 7th week. That's with everybody if they took a week. We're talking about everybody doing it in a day, because we dictate however fast and whatever velocity that we want to move. But think about it, as you're at 6,000 coming on a residual basis, the parties that you invited that have also only done a one-time prompt, inviting 3 others to do the same one time, they're at 2,000 that they have scaled to on autopilot. And the parties that they invited are at 1,388. And the parties that they invited are only at 476. Okay? So folks, the beauty of this thing is that it's predictably serving everyone. Okay? Now, we just want to know what your number is. Okay? So the person that invited you, if you just let them know what's your number. Is that 2,000 per month? We're going to show you how to get that done in 7 weeks or less. Is it 6,000? We're going to show you how to get that done on a monthly basis, 8 weeks or less. If it's 19,000, folks, we have the blueprint roadmap to get you at $19,000 per month, 9 weeks or less. Okay? So that's the citizen's owner. Okay? But this is what we also want you to understand, because we put this in plain English. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not a top-down pyramid like you see maybe in MLMs or rotation gifting operations. Folks, this is a fintech revenue sharing platform, okay, to where we're bringing revenue sharing, okay, as a service where it can really accommodate all 8 billion people on the planet. But be honest with you, right now we're looking for leaders, because we know a lot of people, and many times they're more like followers. Right now we're looking for strategic partners, okay, who see the vision that we have here and want to take this thing to the moon. Again, everybody on doing a one-time prompt and teaching 3 partners to do the exact same with duplication, okay? But folks, a Ponzi has investors who are promised a ROI, okay? There's no ROI with what we're doing, who get scammed out of their money, being hyped or promised something where only early investors get something. But it's a ruse from the beginning. There's no public utility. There's no 100% mutual benefit. There's no predictability, and there's no mathematical certainty. There's no concurrent success at all times. No immediate instant payout to all at all times. With what I just shared with you, none of these things apply to our operation. Okay? Now, I want to share with you the enterprise. Okay? Once again, our success is connected all along the way. Your inviter scales the second you go active. Now, the enterprise is our best value because you're doing the same work but receiving more in residual income. Okay? So let's fly through this here real quick. So as you get connected, remember, not only did your inviter instantly receive residual income plus bonuses, but so did others that were in line previously. Their inviter, all just scaled, but the only person that invited you was your inviter, okay? And understand, when you get active, if your inviter doesn't receive as advertised, then you know Douglas Ford has been lying to people all along the way. But there's no one, folks, that has executed. Because I always tell people, the clarity you seek is in the action that you take. No one's been able to say that this thing has not functioned as advertised, with everyone having access to withdraw their money 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So now, once you invite your 3 partners, they get connected. Folks, that's going to bring you $149 residually, plus $75 in global connection bonuses. Bring it to your self-custody wallet. Instead of the $107 that you saw in the Citizens, $224 because you're receiving more money doing the same work. Guess what? You're done. Pay attention to how many times I come back to you to do anything else, okay? So now your partner's doing the same in the enterprise. They do the one-time execution. They're receiving in the same way. They're done. But as they were receiving, simultaneously, it scaled you. Now you're at 173, coming on a month-to-month basis, folks. Plus you receive another $225 in global connection bonuses. You had nothing to do with these connections. But see, the network effect. A network effect is a global phenomenon whereby the service or product, the value of it increases as more people use it. So as participation increases, folks, so does value, and also so does the revenue, okay? So if you think about a fax machine, if only you had a fax machine, there would be no value. But as I have a fax machine, and then hundreds of people have a fax machine, what is increasing? The value of fax machine. Because now you have people faxing all over the world, okay? But also transactions are also scaling too, which is revenue. Make sense? So as the participation now with these parties, now we're sharing this theoretical with everybody taking a week. But there again, we're able to go as fast as we want. I just want you to see I did 2 different theoreticals so you can see we can take this as fast or ever how slow that we want to go. But watch this, as your money was scaled to 173, plus you received $225 in connect bonuses from connections that you did not invite, it brings to your wallet another $249, and you had nothing to do with those connections. These guys here, they do the one-time execution. They're done. They receive in the exact same way. Look what it does to your partners and to you. Brings to your self-custody wallet another $830. Please remember again, you're also receiving amounts in between because you receive when these connections connect. Okay? But it's just not you receiving. Your inviter is also scaling. Your partners are also scaling. Your inviter's inviter and their inviter and their inviter are all going up the escalator on autopilot. See, everyone's mutually benefiting here. This is not a zero-sum game to where you're going to have winners and you're going to have losers. So these leaders do the exact same. Each of them are inviting 3 at minimum to connect. Can you involve more? Absolutely, you'll be able to. And you'll be compelled to do so because you'll blow these numbers out of the water because we have some people that are just not inviting 3 to connect. We have organizations that are inviting within the 10s, within the 100s, okay? We have some people that invite 10 to connect, 5 to connect, 6 to connect, okay? But all we're looking for is leaders right now to do the one-time action, okay? That's creating the network effect that's increasing the value. That also increases revenue with everybody receiving at scale all along the way, perpetual reoccurring revenue, okay? Passively, with everybody receiving results all along the way straight to their own custody wallet, okay? So look at week 4. These guys do the same one time. It scales everybody in line previously. You have scaled now to $793 that's coming to you on a residual basis month after month, okay? There again, that could be 4 days, that could be 8 days, that could also be 4 hours. But I'm just sharing the theoretical in 4 weeks, okay? Plus that brings you another $2,025 and connect bonuses, and look at the total deposits that are paid out in that total success line. I like to highlight that because I really want you to understand it's not just you that's receiving; it's everyone in the success line. But the technology paid out 810 deposits, okay, with you receiving some of those deposits and deposits going to everyone else, your partners, partners, their partners, etc. That brings you another $2,490 between residual deposits and global connection bonuses, okay? But there again, you haven't done anything since your first week in this example, bringing you to a total of $3,793 total in 4 weeks. This is as if everyone just only did the minimum, okay? And everybody took 7 days to do it, okay? So as the story goes, as this thing replicates and duplicates, look at all the deposits that the technology is paying out week to week in this theoretical, making it 8 weeks. The technology, oh, I hit the wrong button there, okay? I went backwards by mistake. Okay, let me move forward a little quicker here. Because I wanted you to see that the technology paid out 65,000 deposits to the whole entire success line, where you had deposits coming to you, but simultaneously you had deposits going to all others that were in line previously as well, okay? So this thing is absolutely phenomenal. And all we're doing is just literally connecting people and showing people how they can become their own bank. And as we're helping people set up where they can behave like a bank, folks, okay, it's incentivizing us to do so, because as we're helping all increase in reoccurring revenue, it's scaling all those that are in line previously as well. So see, it's not just the person that invites you that has an invested interest in your success. Let me say that again. It isn't just the person that invited you that has an invested interest in your success. Why? Because think about it, as these partners here receive, okay, instantly and simultaneously, everyone that was in line previously is going to scale. And the only ones that invited these partners were these partners here who did their one-time execution a week before. But think about it, the partners that invited them, do they have an invested interest in their success? Yes, they do. I don't know where my pointer went, but I want to get my pointer back here. There we go. Get my pointer back. So even you have an invested interest in your partner's success, their partners, their partners, their partners, because as anyone is scaling, okay, because you are receiving concurrently, simultaneously, is not just taking you up the escalator, plus your inviter, plus your inviter's inviter, it's taking everyone up the income escalator. You haven't heard me come back to anybody, ladies and gentlemen, to do anything else in this theoretical, okay? So, last but not least, folks, I want to share with you, we have a rinse and repeat system. But let us know your number. If it's $2,000, we can share with you how to hit that within 5 weeks or less in the enterprise. If it's 6,000, 6 weeks or less. 10,000, 7 weeks or less. 30,000 on a monthly basis, folks, we can share with you how you can get that done within 8 weeks or less. Let's say if everybody was taking 2 weeks, do you know that'd be $30,000 in 16 weeks? See, 16 weeks is gonna come and go. And that's not even 6 months. I mean, 16 weeks, that's like a little less than 4 months. Okay? 4 months, you're at $30,000 on a monthly basis. That's with everybody going slower than a turtle, taking 2 weeks to do a one-time execution. I believe you guys can connect with leaders that can get this thing done and out of the way. But even if you had people that with all the support And with all of us having invested interest in everyone's success, that you have partners, okay, that they already have a PayPal account. They already have a Venmo. They already have a Zelle. They already are using the digital wallet. You're now just in a digital wallet space as a revenue sharing owner now, where you're receiving like Cash App receives from all transactions, where you're receiving like PayPal receives all transactions, where you're receiving like Chase, you're receiving like Bank of America, you're receiving like American Express. Okay. But now, folks, we are the owners here. Okay. And when I say we, you, those you know, love, and care about that want to be a part of this, and they have desire for more scalable recurring revenue, okay, just like you do. And again, we're not talking about anybody having to do constant work. This is literally a set it and forget it that we're duplicating, though, with strategic leadership, okay, that are just going to do a one-time execution and duplicate with everybody seeing the results. Because the results, guys, that's really, okay, the belief point. Because as people are seeing the results, then they see, oh, this thing functions as advertised. So this is no guesswork here. There's no fantasy. It's math, it's automation, and it's financial technology. We have our own Facebook community that we definitely want to invite you to. We keep this as a safe place. We don't allow any other solicitation of any other operation. Everything is that we talk about in this community called Predictable Cash Flow Mindset. We even have our own Telegram group. Our Telegram group is the rise of digital real estate, okay? So we have a Telegram group that you can plug into as well, and you can invite your prospects, you can invite your potential partners, because there again, we keep it as a safe place. No solicitation of any other platform. But we want to leverage social media as well to bring value, okay, where people can come behind the curtain, meet other people in the community. We show transparency, we share testimonies, and much value comes in our communities. Now, I want to go real quickly to have everybody understand. We remove the roadblock, we remove the hurdles, okay, for this being a talent-based driven business. We don't want people to rely on talent. We don't want people to rely on performance, okay? So we're not looking to generate a talent show, because a talent show is not duplicatable. But folks, what is duplicatable is the system. You see, it says here, good companies are people and talent driven, but great companies are system driven. And so folks, we have a rinse and repeat system, much like at McDonald's, where all these cars, they first started at the ordering intercom. Then they paid for their food. Then they picked it up. And the next car did the same thing, rinse and repeat. And this is how McDonald's, albeit a multi-billion-dollar franchise operation, who is it being ran by or run by mostly? Teenagers, folks. People that don't require a skill set can run a rinse and repeat business and still generate that business billions of dollars. Folks, we're running a rinse and repeat. No one needing any skill set, removing all the hurdles and removing all the roadblock, and scaling everybody an ongoing residual cash flow, okay, coming right to their own self-custody wallet at scale, okay, and we all mutually benefiting, utilizing a rinse and repeat system requiring no skill set. So let me just give you a little bit of that here real quick. So what we have is a real quick, straight to the point sizzle presentation that you literally heard. That's why you're in front of this. So see, if the sizzle didn't work, you wouldn't be looking at this presentation. That's a part of the system here. And then once we piqued your interest, you want to get more information, guess what? You're listening to this video right now because that's the press play presentation. So this is literally going to be put on YouTube for you to share with your partners. And then guess what? We schedule you with our certified onboarder, getting you onboarded either as a citizen or an enterprise, okay? And folks, we just keep rinsing and repeating that system. So let's say that first name was Douglas. Let's say Douglas invites Ashley. So he's going to get Ashley sent a sizzle presentation. It's just to pique Ashley's interest. And then we put Ashley in front of a press play presentation. And then Ashley sees how this thing works, that the moment she connects, this thing functions as advertised. She sees it in the same way that the person that invited her saw it. And then Ashley gets herself onboarded. And the moment Ashley is onboarded, guess what? Her inviter scales, her inviter's inviter will scale and all go up the income escalator. And then let's say Ashley knows a Dr. Lawrence. She's going to send Dr. Lawrence a sizzle presentation. See, folks, we want this to be system dependent, removing the hurdle of people having to dredge up a sales script or a sales pitch, or having this business rely on it being a talent show. No, folks, a talent show is not duplicatable. Simple scales where fancy fails. And so we want this to be where people can go on with their lives and be able to run this system like a well-oiled machine, and everyone receiving ongoing perpetual revenue coming to their digital wallets, okay, at scale, where everyone is benefiting and seeing the results. And as they're bringing their partners over, they're seeing the same rinse and repeat system. See, when you have a rinse and repeat system going in all different cities, all different households, all different businesses, all different states and countries all around the world, okay, folks, that's when you know you're going to be doing something very, very special, okay? And then Dr. Lawrence sees a presentation, just like you're doing right now. Anywhere around the world, this could be played. Then Dr. Lawrence is getting onboarded. It's rinse and repeat, just like his partner, Ashley, just like Ashley's inviter, Douglas, okay? And then let's say like Dr. Lawrence invites a Mario. This is my good friend that's out in the UK. He's running the rinse and repeat system. And then Mario sees a presentation, and then Mario gets onboarded, and it's rinse and repeat over and over and over, with everybody scaling and revenue sharing residual cash flow that they're able to withdraw their monies anytime they want, okay? So rinse and repeat, folks. Keep this thing KISS, as they say, keep it simple, superstar. And I want to play a real quick testimony, then I'm going to close this out. But get back in contact with the person that sent you this information, okay? Get any questions that you need answered, and then definitely get yourself onboarded so you can run with this thing with belief, okay? We're looking to partner with leadership, guys. Not with people that say, they got, they have to ask for permission to get this done. Folks, if it wasn't functioning as advertised, you wouldn't be here. If the system wasn't working as advertised, you would not be hearing me say that the system works as advertised, okay? So let me play this real quick testimony here real quick, and then I'll be closing it out. But as we like to conclude, every time we come together, folks, we just don't want to see you at the top. We look forward to seeing each and every one of you scaling an unavoidable, perpetual, reoccurring revenue, being your own bank, sharing with others to be their own bank, and we're all scaling, okay, mutually benefiting all along the way.
Guys, listen, I'm not here to just show money. That's not what this is about. You see, a lot of people online are generating income from sales. And I know y'all probably tired of hearing me saying, well, you're not selling nothing. But I'm honestly not. I'm aligning with people to earn. When you see a couple of dollars here, this is throughout the month, just a little bit. I think I got it from the 12th to yesterday, right? But these are deposits. These are instant, withdrawable, and also residual deposits. See, what you don't understand is that no matter what I do, whether I show up or not, I'm going to keep receiving deposits. No matter what I do when I make a sale, because we have an ecosystem not only myself was receive an instant deposit, but so will a few other people above me. And the reason why is because we are truly revenue share owners who earn with each other simultaneously. We're not here to keep making sales, to build.
All right, guys, that's going to bring us to a close. Get back in contact with the person that invited you. Get yourself onboarded. If you have some questions, definitely want to get your questions answered. If you want to get just maybe a little bit more, information, maybe you're still on the fence about this, whatever the case may be, head over to mosca.life. Okay, that's http://MOSCA. Again, that's M as in Mary, O as in Oscar, C as in Charlie, S as in Sam, A as in Alliance, .LIF as in Fred, E. Okay? You can go there. There's some more testimony there and really share with you, what a network effect is and how we're leveraging network effect. And there's even a presentation where you can see this a third, a fourth, or a fifth time as well. Okay? You guys take care. Be blessed. Look very, very fortunate and forward to working with you.